On TV.
Good evening to all our followers on the Donegal page. William here again. I'm out in the Clanry Hotel tonight in Letterkenny with a very interesting gentleman who I have studied up on and I've met now for the second occasion. And I want to introduce him to you. Matthew, would like to welcome you to the Donegal page.
Thank you very much.
And this lady, great lady here, is Grace Weston. Grace is a lady that Matthew has cured. And Matthew's an incredible man with a fantastic talent. Matthew, I have read up and studied on your good self.
Yes?
And I find your work incredible, what you have done. Could you tell the listeners of the Donegal page a wee bit about yourself and what you do?
Well, of course, I'm a healer and have been all my life. This is a gift that's been in my family for many years. Quite a unique gift. Unique insofar as I make my own diagnosis.
Yes.
Of a person's illness and treat him accordingly.
Treat him or her accordingly.
Yes. You might think that that's maybe strange or different or odd, that someone can just tune in.
Yes.
And tell you perhaps what's wrong with you.
Yes.
Some
Matthew,
of the patients, may walk in the door and say, Matthew, I've got a problem with my thumb, and I look at the situation and maybe it comes up intuitively to me to say, no, the problem may be in your stomach here. I think we need to look at your stomach.
yes.
And obviously I would make my own diagnosis.
Yes.
Medical practitioners and doctors and what have you would find this difficult to believe, accept,
To understand.
or understand.
Yes.
But in Grace's case here, when she came to me first about 5 years ago, in virtually an organ failure after 10 years with some of the best doctors, I suppose, in the country and in Germany, and you were sent home to die.
Yeah.
That's incredible, Grace.
Yeah.
I read some of your story, Grace, and found it amazing
Thank you.
what Matthew can do. I was so took back when I read your story at the beginning to meeting you and seeing you today. You're a wonderful lady, and Matthew, I have to say, coming from a generation where my grandparents believed in cures,
Yes, yes.
and I grew up in that generation, Matthew, where Donegal was a county rich in history, as maybe every other county in Ireland,
Yes.
that had these people out there that had the cure for different ailments.
Yes.
And it's something that the generation of my grandparents believed in.
Yes.
And you have inherited an incredible gift. And I have seen it from your own eyes what you've done with Grace.
Yes. Yes, of course.
And that's a gift that you have inherited.
Indeed, indeed. A gift that one is born with. You can't just take a course or do a PhD and be able to do this type of work. Just the same as one couldn't maybe paint like Michelangelo.
Yes.
Or other great artists.
Yes.
You inherit a gift. You come here probably to this planet to do this. So, exercise that gift. And I think in Gracie's case here, And we'll use this as an example that most of us are familiar with. I mean, you were going into organ failure at 6 stone weight when you came to my clinic. Some of the ladies in the clinic said, look, would you take that young lady? She's going to die.
Yeah, they didn't want to wait with me when I went in.
My God.
Yeah.
And Grace, you know, you look amazing.
Thanks.
And you come across full of life and personality. Do you know what Matthew has done? I can see in my own eyes by looking at yourself.
Oh, he's given me my life back.
Matthew, I read a wee bit where you said to me that Matthew gave you your life back.
Yeah.
And you know, to me, that's amazing. In your presence, Matthew, I feel I meet a lot of people every day, and some wonderful people. But in your presence, I feel, maybe for the want of the right word, an aura.
Yes.
I feel a radiation.
Well, of course, each and every one of us gives off an aura.
Yes.
An aura is the electromagnetic sheet that surrounds the body, that's generated by the cell. The action of the cell,
Yes,
gives off an aura. Some people, sensitive people, can pick up from that aura certain ailments or whatever belonging to the sick person or otherwise. But look, you go for a scan, an MRI. This is magnetic resonance. An aura is magnetic resonance.
that's great.
For those who are sensitive enough to be able to pick it up. I'm one of those.
Yes, I would like to say on behalf of myself and the team at the Donegal page, this gentleman makes you feel very, very comfortable and very much at ease. I feel gifted being in Matthew's company, and I've only met him for the second time. I would greatly advise anybody, if you have a wee doubt in your mind or have a wee problem, Matthew is here once a month for 2 days in the Clanry Hotel in Letterkenny. I can tell you from meeting this gentleman, it'll be the most wonderful experience you'll have ever had to meet and talk to Matthew. He is an incredible man. The proof is sitting beside him here, and Grace. And look, our grandparents, my grandparents, and I'm quite sure everybody's grandparents grew up believing in a cure. It's inherited, handed down through the generations. Matthew is a very, very wonderful, talented man. And look, come to see him. If you have any wee problems, ring and book an appointment, because you'll never meet nobody nicer.
Check out the videos. There's lots and lots of different
Dennis
stories.
Dennis can put a wee heading on the video about checking out your work on your page.
Sure,
And, is
sure.
that alright?
Yes.
Yeah, like there's amazing videos out there. Mine is just one story. You might be familiar with it. I was sick for 10 to 12 years, and by the end I was in complete organ failure, but I was diagnosed with kidney disease. My thyroid was shutting down my organs, liver failure, blockage on my heart. It was suggested that it was all in my head, and so on. I was then diagnosed with chronic Lyme disease and 8 co-infections in Germany. I did all the treatments for these different conditions. I suppose by the end I was on 28 plus tablets a day, IV every second day, which my parents actually had to, I suppose, become medics to their own standard, because it was done at home. And thankfully for me, it was actually a recommendation of a doctor that
Did that introduce you to Matthew?
yeah, that I found out about Matthew. Yeah, the medics could no longer do anything for me, and I was sent home to die. So my mother struggled with the idea of that, and I had 24-hour care, and they were sleeping with me at night in case I had a heart attack in the middle of the night. And this doctor actually took out Matthew's name and number and said that if he can't help her, nobody will.
That's an incredible story, Grace.
And we're talking about, you were just mentioning the different generations, and I suppose being 25 now that
Compared with 80,
Yeah.
almost.
I pressed pause when I was sick.
I'm not going to give away my date of birth, Grace. I'll try to keep that a secret.
Okay.
But I had no choice. I needed something to
Yes.
stay alive, and it was the best decision I ever made. But you know, I didn't even have to think twice. When I got the number, I contacted him straight away. I had nothing to lose. Everything else had failed for me. So 10 months later, I was back playing football.
It's incredible. Grace and Matthew, on my behalf, as William from the Donegal page, and our viewers that look on us, I would like to thank both of you very much for meeting me. It's been one of those experiences that I'm going to cherish, because I can see in you, Matthew, you're a very sincere person with, there's something I can't explain that I get from just
Yeah.
being with you.
Maybe it's,
There's a lovely feeling.
maybe it's the aura.
Yes, there's a lovely feeling. Grace and Matthew, on behalf of the Donegal page, on behalf of our listeners all over Ireland and the UK and America, look, I want to thank you so much for meeting me here tonight. And look, take care.
And thank
Thank
you
you
both
very much.
very much. We enjoy your company very much, and we wish you well, and you have a lovely attitude, and your colleague as well. We enjoy the evening with you.
Matthew, thank you very much. Grace, thank you
You're
for
very welcome.
talking to us.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you